HOA president claimed my off-grid home. I caught her sabotage on video and took her down. The sun burned high over my off-grid homestead, its rays glinting off the solar panels I'd spent years perfecting. My name is Clara, and this patch of earth, cradled by wild Karen flowers, was my sanctuary. I'd built this life from scratch: solar power, rainwater collectors, a garden that fed my soul. But Diane, the HOA president from the nearby gated community, had other plans. She claimed my land fell under her jurisdiction, a lie I'd fought for months. Her letters, her threats, her smug smile, they haunted me. But I never expected her to stoop to sabotage. It started with small things. A cut wire here, a clogged pipe there. I chalked it up to bad luck until my solar array went dark one night. My heart sank as I traced the damage-sliced cables, deliberate and cruel. I installed a hidden camera, my hands shaking with fury. If Diane thought she could drive me out, she'd underestimated me. I wasn't just fighting for my home. I was fighting for my freedom. The next week, I caught her. The footage was crystal clear. Diane, in her pristine blazer, sneaking onto my property at dusk, a wrench in hand. She smashed my water pump, her face twisted with malice. My blood boiled, but I held back. Evidence was my weapon. I uploaded the video to the community forum, expecting support. Instead, I got silence and then backlash. Diane's allies called me a liar, a squatter, a threat to their perfect neighborhood. They didn't care about truth. They cared about power. The tension built like a storm. Diane doubled down, filing a lawsuit to seize my land. She claimed my homestead was an eyesore, a blight on her manicured empire. I spent sleepless nights preparing my defense, my savings dwindling. The Karen flowers outside my cabin, their delicate white petals swaying in the breeze, felt like my only allies. They thrived in the wild, untamed just like me. But I was running out of time. Then came the twist. Ethan, a quiet handyman who'd fixed fences for the HOA, knocked on my door. I barely knew him, but his eyes held a flicker of guilt. "I saw what Diane did," he whispered, handing me a USB drive. "She paid me to help her sabotage you. I recorded her orders." My heart raced. Ethan, a man I'd dismissed as a bystander, had just handed me a second weapon. His recordings revealed Diane's scheme. She targeted my homestead to expand her HOA's territory, planning to sell the land to developers. My home was just collateral damage in her greed. Armed with Ethan's evidence, I confronted Diane at the next HOA meeting. The room buzzed with her loyalists, their whispers sharp as knives. I stood tall, my voice steady, and played the recordings, first my video, then Ethan's. Diane's face drained of color as her own voice echoed, admitting her sabotage. The crowd gasped, then erupted. Her allies turned on her, their loyalty crumbling under the weight of truth. Diane stammered, her authority unraveling, but I felt no triumph. All I wanted was my home. The court date came fast. The judge, a stern woman with no patience for theatrics, reviewed the evidence. Diane's lawyer tried to spin it, claiming I'd provoked her, but the videos were undeniable. The ruling was swift. Diane's claim was dismissed, and she faced charges for property damage and fraud. I'd won. My homestead was safe. But as I walked out of the courtroom, the victory tasted bitter. Diane's sabotage had cost me months of fear, money, and trust. And Ethan? He vanished, leaving only a note. "I'm sorry. I had to make it right." Back at my cabin, I sat among the Karen flowers, their beauty a stark contrast to the ugliness I'd faced. Diane's downfall didn't erase the scars. My neighbors, once silent, now avoided my gaze. The community I'd hoped to coexist with had shown its true colors: divided, petty, and quick to judge. I'd fought for my home, but I'd lost something else: faith in the people around me. The flowers swayed, indifferent to my pain, and I wondered if true freedom meant living apart from a world so eager to tear itself down. I rebuilt my homestead, stronger this time, but the weight lingered. Diane's greed had exposed a deeper truth. Community can be a facade, hiding envy and control. I'd caught her sabotage, taken her down. But the cost was a heart heavier than I'd imagined. The Karen flowers bloomed on, wild and unbroken. A reminder that survival isn't always sweet. What would you have done in my place? Fought for truth or walked away from the conflict? Share your thoughts on where justice lies in this tangled mess of community and betrayal.